right.
Okay, today we're in the company of fashion designer, wardrobe stylist, and creative director Champagne to reflect on Bob Marley's iconic style and explore the enduring influence it has had on contemporary, not just reggae fashion, but fashion generally, I think. Mainstream fashion too. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about Bob's place in fashion. Let's start there.
Okay, so we all know Bob is a legend.
He's a legend.
So he's legendary with everything he does, everything he touches as his whole being, which is a big part of, you know, being a fashion icon because your attitude is 50% of the entire look.
Right.
So he definitely represented three things. That's the reggae, Rastafarianism, and Jamaican culture internationally. So because he was basically like an ambassador during that time for all these things, he wore it. Quite literally, yeah.
So there would have been maybe, to you, tell me what were some of the signature things that if you saw them, you say, oh, that's Bob, that's classic Bob.
Well, 100% denim on denim.
Yes.
That was his favorite thing, one of his favorite things. And of course, tracksuits, because he loved football. He loved, you know, wearing sneakers and, you know, even sometimes don the tracksuit with, you know, dress shoes even. And of course, the color red, gold, and green in a jacket or a windbreaker.
Yeah. I gotta say though, Bob made locks sexy. Can I say that and not be? He did. I mean, Rastafari is a spiritual, but it's a liberty.
So,
and when Bob, you have to say,
but that was the point I was headed to, is that, you know, you typically don't put Rastafarianism in that category, right? But Bob, I feel like made Rasta cool.
Yes, he did.
As a not only as a lifestyle, but as a almost as a fashion statement of sorts.
He was really like a reggae rock star, honestly.
Okay. So do we have some signature looks this morning?
Yeah.
Are you going to talk us through?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the first one, the denim on denim, this is actually an outfit I replicated that he wore in Holland on tour in 1979.
Wow.
So it's you can look at a lot of pictures that of Bob during that time, and he had on that patchwork denim set, and of course the bootcut pants. He loved bootcut pants.
Yeah.
Right.
I like it because most people think Bob chest always out the door, you know, but no, this was a classic Bob look for true. All right, who's next?
Okay, so this top is a replica of the One Love Peace concert where he joined the hands of Edward Seaga and Michael Manley. So this is a replica of the shirt that he wore at that concert. And of course, that time,
Signature jeans. Not sure if have on clocks, but that's another story for another time.
Whatever shoes was happening at the time.
Yeah, at the time. Yeah. Wow, Champagne. I'm literally getting chills looking at this. I mean, I know it's not the original garment, but I can only imagine how you must have felt when you were putting these together.
Honestly, yes. It was a great challenge, of course, to like look and get actual references because I wanted everyone who's watching to really see these are some, you know, important times during his life.
Final one, come on out, Bala.
And of course, a tracksuit, you know, he especially wore it while he was living in England, a lot of tracksuits, a lot of his pictures of him in England. And of course, he loves, you know, football. Everybody knows that.
Now let's talk about what's under the tracksuit, lady, because that's a staple.
Right, so mesh merino, you can't think Rasta or reggae and not think mesh merino, so you have to have that as a part.
Which has also transcended into dancehall culture.
Yes, that's true.
That was my next question to you, Champagne, because you style a lot of our contemporary dancehall and reggae artists.
Yes.
How do you see his signature, you know, coming through the years or even influencing the now?
So I really think that Bob's look really was the template for the reggae dancehall look because he was so iconic. But I feel like today we take elements like the denim, or he sometimes wore leather or even athleisure wear, and we change the silhouettes or we add color to it, or, you know, make it more modern, but the elements are still there and still strong.
Well, we talk about daily asks about the influence on reggae and dancehall, but let's talk about just internationally.
Right.
You know, the inspiration there. How have you seen that play out and influence culture internationally?
Right, so Bob was, you know, really big in the 70s, so a lot of other rock artists even, you know, took inspiration from his look and that was something that defined the era that he was big during. So, a lot of the, as I said, rock and roll artists took some inspo from even how he performed, his whole, demeanor, everything. He inspired a lot.
Yeah, love it. Well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sharing with us, girl. You did your research, you did your work. Love it.
Did you do this for something in particular? Or did you do
I
this?
did it for this interview.
Oh, fantastic, Champagne. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you wear them well. Thank you for showing up. Boy, every time I think about this man and what he's done for so many areas of Jamaican culture, it's literally, it just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
By the way, I was just speaking with, because so let me make the correction. Someone a couple of years ago corrected me, and aggressively so, wrong and strong, I think them was right. Tell me, I keep saying I3s with an S, and it's not threes, they're one entity, so it's the I3 and whatever, but I've been corrected
reliably
to say
so.
Reliably so, it's threes. You see, if enough other people go down a gully, please. Good morning to the I3s.
Yes. Don't follow people go down anywhere that you're not supposed to be, gully included.
Yeah.
But you can follow Champagne. Where do we find you on socials?
Okay, so you can find me at Champagne with an S with an X at the end, and my clothing brand, Sierra Clothing, on Instagram and every.
You have a clothing brand too.
Yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, Harris.
Love it.
Check it out.
Going places. This girl?
Yes.
Going places. She's already at places, but she's going further. Fashion designer, wardrobe stylist, and creative director, Champagne. Stay with us now. We got a little bit more on Smile. It's the King's birthday. Gotta celebrate, huh?
Protect us.